Of the people we don't react regarding this issue we get for do with salon passports and drugs. We go on the phone first for talk to the Honorable Member of Parliament, Honorable Abdul Kargbo, the opposition leader in Parliament, and one of the people that we don't react on this issue we get for do with salon and drugs again, because the conversation and the controversies around this particular issue kickstart as we know say the authorities in UAE being extradited one person go Turkey because then say it gets issues we get for do with drugs, and this person will then be whole time immediately in possession of Sierra Leone diplomatic passports. We just start this edition of the breakfast show with this issue we get for do with salon and drug scandal again. As we go on the phone now, forget Honorable Abdul Kargbo, we na the opposition leader in Parliament, and one of the people them we been react where this particular news been come out over the weekend. Good morning, Honorable Kargbo, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning, Abel.
All right, I just tell the viewers them we not hear yet any official statements from the government of Sierra Leone or any position where they don't pull regarding this since this news been broke out over the weekend. But we don't try for reach out to them. We know say this week no go done, we go must get person. We go then at the studio here for answer questions we get for do it how this particular individual been get salon diplomatic passport. But whilst we wait, we just say we start the conversation with people like now we don't react since this particular incident happened. Say the official position go come out from the government. Firstly, as an opposition leader, when you been hearing this particular information, say then catch somebody we get for do with drugs again and it in possession of such documents from Sierra Leone. What's in first come to your mind as an opposition leader?
Well, so many things, because when we say salon not belong to SLPP, you know, then go lost election and go just now. But salon remains as a country. And when we dey travel out, they're not the judge we by with political party. And so then they say, well, Sierra Leoneans this, Sierra Leonean that. So what happen, not so just an isolated several occasions. One is the damage with international reputation. You know, with that international stigma they day in you. Anytime we then call say, hey, this na Sierra Leonean, it's passport. You know, say we get the drug lord now. We then don't ask for it. So that damage. Even it gets economy. Once they know say this nation and nation where this man not the camp. Investors they know the
Honorable Abdul Kargbo,
because they afraid the level of instability. Yes. Hello?
You kindly want for change your position, you they come in broken.
Oh, okay.
All right. We they get you now.
Actually, position. Yes, like how they say, it gets economic consequences them as well. It acts for see foreign investors than the cap. Because they go afraid say this now a state where crime very prevalent because of the too much of the country. You know, it also the ambog, you know, the took up tourist country very not stable with all of them things there. So this it also rise in
hello, Honorable.
The level of crimes. Yes, you know they get me. You know they get me.
They get
hello?
Problem with your connection.
Oh.
I think we go drop the call and call you back.
Allow them clear.
Okay, then go ahead.
Yes, you get me now.
Yes.
Yes, it also they rise the level of crimes in the country and the level of insecurity in the country. It weaken also the governance institutions then because any we drug they thrive. Now money did it. Any we drug they into the law. Then they make sure they then go also the public health and the a lot of push cases them where we get pick in them. You get a lot of young youth society way for.
All right, we go try for link Honorable Abdul Kargbo again as we get some problems with the connection. We go try for call them back, so we go get them and get in view on this particular issue we get for do with drugs again in Sierra Leone. And if I not follow the news, even when the president's been there in the United States of America about just a week ago, where they address the Sierra Leone community, the issue of drugs, now one thing where we make mention of. And according to the president, it's say people and they make billions of leons span drugs and the fight not easy. We make plenty people on the ask the question, say, because presidents aware say the issue of drug now a serious one at the world, like how INSEF states in his statement, where they address the Sierra Leone community, people and they expect, say, a lot must be done towards the issue of drugs. The other day we been get the Drugs Law Enforcement Agency representative na the studio, and also the one where they head that particular agency, they don't go talk na parliament, say, then they get constraints for fight drugs. You talk to the Ministry of Social Welfare, now the same thing and go tell you, then they get constraints. Even vehicles for do the work, now a great challenge where they make plenty people a question, say, how serious is the government for fight drugs? We don't get Honorable Abdul Kargbo on the line again. Yes, Honorable, last you be they talk about your reaction to this particular issue. We get for do with somebody, we get for do with drugs again, we engage with Sierra Leone diplomatic passports. Over the weekend, we see your reaction at you official handle on the social media. Also, you talk about issues we get for do with these drugs, and you describe them as an embarrassment na salon, especially internationally. Take me through the concerns and where you get, where you hear about this particular issue again.
Like I say, any side we drug guys, nations the way that they know say the nations there they involved in drugs. They lost the national image and pride. You know, citizens them way they abroad and they face that stigma and then they face suspicions, even at airports. You know, na embassies them and na foreign institutions them. Then go they look salon citizens them with that kind of idea. You know, then they face that kind of embarrassments then they because you know the nation they don't attract drugs to this nation. Any big drug lord now with their own. As they say this na salon passport ticket. The country flag and the country passport they lost value. The country flag and the country passport they lost value. People they no go want them. Even they make sure say they even ban the country for citizens then at this country for travel and other countries then. You know, the image of the national shift. You know, it is shift from one opportunity to another, corrupt and criminality. So this very risky for we. We're not talking because of SLPP. SLPP come and go, but Sierra Leone as a nation remains. For an instant, government vehicle will belong to the embassy in Guinea. They go catch cocaine inside it. Then the ambassador return back. Then the ambassador return back na salon. Nobody no question him, nobody no call him, nobody no ask him. He return, he gets in full laxity, he get in full comfort. Nobody no.
But so Honorable, the last time where we've been talked to the Minister of Foreign Affairs and also the Ministry of Information, then we confirm say this particular former ambassador we the talk about. Then we don't hand them over and investigation be they go on. Although from that time we know hearing nothing about the investigation again. How serious you think the government they take the fight against drugs? Like I mentioned earlier, the president now one of his statements them to the Sierra Leone community in the US just last week where they address them, they make mention say the issue of drugs now serious one at the world, but it focus na the one as salon. And according to the president, people they make billions of leons, a huge money into this issue of drugs. But by all indication, if you talk to the National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency, then go tell you say there are constraints. As we talk now, no sense are not even there in working for let them hold the one that are victims of the drugs. You talk to social welfare, then some go tell you say there are constraints. With all of this, how serious you go describe government commitment to fighting drugs, even though it is a national emergency as with the president be don't declare them?
Well, of course, you and me know say, if government committed for fight drugs, the first way government they do now for extradite the drug lord within a salon, where everybody don't ask for, now for extradite her. Then they show government willingness say yes, we ready for fight against drugs. But you know go fight against drugs, you get a drug lord now. When a true in other drug lord then go be attracted to Sierra Leone. Now through in. So the first thing I for cut the source. If we not cut the source, then we dey waste we time. But anything what would they do? And government get for show some level of willingness. The only way government they show that level of willingness now we government hand over the drug law. Now interestingly, the picture where they see from the government of Netherlands, where they sense say this person now a name this. Now in we want, now in we they look for. Then so we say no, not so a name Nandi, now a name Omar Sharif. Then you they say not so the name matter. Now the face, this face now in we they look for. Then government say yes, this face there, but not so a name this. This now a name Omar Sharif. Why una no they put the Omar Sharif wanted? Why una no ever declare a wanted? Before that, then they go and declare other people and say this, they embarrass other people and say this. When we get the source, in fact, government for afraid say because this man there, he had a be a hub for drug trafficking. But nobody showed, and then that willingness they get for come from government. We have to see public notice from government declare unwanted with in picture, with face, na the notice. Quite apart from that, the minister where they say they hand over to police. We all know. Say when police they investigate a big personality, a stakeholder, they always they pull notice. Say they don't hand over this so person to we, this person then now we custody, this person, this person, but we not ever hear.
Honorable,
even the money, yes.
With this new developments over the weekend, are you worried for say such person where then go hole again? Allegations say it connected with this same drug lord where the Netherlands government believes say they salon, and they don't catch this other person again with Sierra Leone diplomatic passports. Are you worried?
I am deeply worried. Say so many people, so many criminals then get with diplomatic passports. So many then get with diplomatic passports. So this not just a semblance in a catch the catcher. There are others where they not go don't catch it. We similarly get with diplomatic passports where they not gonna catch it. So to me, we country we they bring and come to disrepute. Are they na ECOWAS Parliament? One time we been get with debates na ECOWAS Parliament where then the Liberia, the MP from Banjul, the Gambia. Then they talk say Salon are the hub for drugs. They say na Salon they make drugs go inside the Gambia, go make drugs go na Liberia. I argue them bitter one. I argue them. I said let them not ever use them word and they pass alone. I said because the young country self involved in drug trade. I said let them not even take 1 month then they go catch this way ambassador na Guinea with official government motorcar then catch cocaine inside it. Then government response so quiet, government response so silent. You they see say to a large extent, then they are complicit. Because this is about our country's image. Once a day I go recently I go Nigeria. But then they check people and passports. Because me as alone citizens, then take me and say go the corner under force. They want me go inside one room. That's why I tell them say no, I don't go inside any room. Let them check me passport and give me a. And a diplomatic passports are be all.
Honorable.
A diplomatic passports are be all.
Honorable, one thing the way people don't question over the weekend. Now the fact of how we diplomats then they receive them diplomatic passports they are. Plenty of people when they ask question, and of course you now the opposition leader in parliament, and you know how governments they run. How people they acquire diplomatic passport?
I shall send a recommendations through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Now recommendations through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, because not to everybody get right to diplomatic passports. Not to everybody. And anybody will get diplomatic passports for make sure diplomatic passport not to see where they give to family member. Not to see where they give to Uda no get nothing for do with government. Not to see where they give to Uda no they operate for the state. Not to see where they give. So diplomatic passport now is sacred book because now in they determine the credibility, the respectability of any state. Remember, we get into agreement with plenty other countries. They say if person get diplomatic passport, enough for get visa for them countries then they. Russia na one, China na the other one. We get a lot of other, even Turkey na other one. So it they make the level of confidence where them countries then they been get for giving them privileges then they reduce. It reduce. And once they catch one person with diplomatic passports, then catch them per drug trade. It is like say all other get diplomatic passport na salon also involved by them kind of thing. So then they doubt we all diplomatic passport. This is why government not for take this thing carelessly. This is why we government not for treat this thing with the back of the hand. The government not go say that they fight government not go say that they fight government not go say that they fight drugs, government not go say that they fight against narcotic, and they allow the drug lord lay there. So government, nobody not go convince me say government ready for fight when they not hand over. When they not hand over Joyce Ligeka. Nobody not go convince me say government ready for fight drugs. Because now two and now the so we order drug lords and the Canada this country for the sake of the image of the country, for the sake of Salon. Letting people not destroy the image of Salon where they come it intact. Because drugs now one thing where they stay in the country. Once it don't stay you, that stay there they left with you forever. Let them try hand over this leg of get the preparedness for make sure say we fight against narcotics. It's too much. It disgrace too much. It disgrace too much. Some of who they shame now say for worker with Salon passports because of this disgrace and shame. The way this they bring with away. And government see done nothing that they do. Government they do nothing. Up to now they not pull press release say just like they want her. Before that na chancellor then they go pull say they want her. You left the source now. You left the drug lord now where the world is free.
Alright,
not ever put a picture on her face say we want her. You see, so it's unfair. To me, I'm not say government prepared.
All right, Honorable, before you the left way, regarding this issue where just happened over the weekend, like I say, plenty of people would expect, say, by this hour, the government of Sierra Leone, at least for don't get, if not, a disclaimer at least, or gets a position on this issue regarding Sierra Leone diplomatic passports, where they hold now this particular person in hand. But up till now, we're not hearing yet from the Ministry of Information, nor the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, or any government agency officially getting a position on this issue. Whilst we wait on that, waiting you they expect governments for do regarding Sierra Leone diplomatic passports, because plenty people believe, like you said, we don't state earlier, for say people they get access to these documents, we're not supposed for they get them, and it taints the image of the country internationally. Waiting you do expect of governments as you left free?
Firstly, government for as a matter of urgency out a press statement. The police for issue out a press statement declaring Joyce Ligeka wanted. Yeah. Then secondly, government for audit the issuance of diplomatic passports. Plenty people get diplomatic passports. We not get nothing for do with government. We not get business people and then get diplomatic passports where then they work out with. Because when you get diplomatic passports, you get that level of security is the way they provide you with. You see? So we with diplomatic passports enough for use for bring reproach to the country. However, we portray that respect the law they work out with in the world. Law we get respect in the world. Law not say because we pull and then they look we back say, hey, them people are not criminal. Then people are not drug addicts. Then people are narcotics. So we need for save the image of this country. And one way we will save the image of this country now for audit the issuance of. In fact, then for government for make sure say they get a list of all holders of diplomatic passports and service passports. Then get a list of them and make sure say they audit all other them in diplomatic passports and service passports, because the credibility of our nation is at stake. None of we passport they no go even respect them any side where would they go. So government for be serious for make sure say we on daily regularly then they catch people in an airport with cocaine. People away they travel and they catch them with cocaine at airports. And everybody is quiet about it. Everybody is quiet about it. Let we not reduce we country to a narcotic state. This is very worrisome. This is not the worst disgrace any government can bring to its citizens them as a state now may post where I do. So we call on government for be very proactive. You see, to me, even they consider say the sponsor we government not the sponsor the drug enforcement law agency now deliberately. because they don't want to capacitate them for fight against drugs. You see? So to me, it worrisome. As opposition, we don't tire with this kind of bad name, where this government don't bring can to this nation to an extent that official vehicle belonging to the state, you know, then go catch cocaine inside them. Then still we all settlement required so. We all listen, nothing not happen. The ambassador don't return how long? He's still there at the comfort of his house. You know, these are actions that we government not for play with. Because this shows the government self mix. Government officials they mix. Part the narcotic trade where they happen. For let them catch an official government motoka. You see? So government for don't fair way for vindicate themselves by making sure that stringent measures we are taking against the minister will return from Guinea to Salon. You see? So to the ambassador, sorry. So to me, government's preparedness is questionable. It's questionable. We as a nation, as a state, for fear ourselves say, hey, we get big drug lord na Salonia. Lord fear say in cartel, no go down there. Lord fear say people are not the car. Lord fear say you know what they do in trade now. Lord fear say the level of security will be questionable now.
All right.
It's for be with genuine concern. Genuine concern. It's for be with genuine concern. You see?
All right. Many thanks where you join me this morning. That's the leader of the opposition parliament, Honorable Abdul Kargbo, as he reacts to the issue we come to the public this weekend. Also, we hear the news all over now as the authorities in the UAE been catch somebody we get for do its drugs and then see this person with Sierra Leone diplomatic passports. We still await for hearing from governments regarding the imposition of this particular news where the public now. But while we wait to be just one get reaction from the opposition leader, we been react when this issue become public. You still watch the breakfast show where they come to you live na Liberty Online TV.